Guinness Launcher! We're here at not only the home of Guinness, but also the home of Aer Lingus,
Dublin!
Today we're going to be flying on Aer Lingus on the A330-300, a big long-haul aircraft, and we're going to see if that is the best plane in the sky flying on these short-haul routes. I'm going to be in economy, which means...
I'm in business class today.
Disappointing for me, maybe this Guinness is going to help me. Cheers.
Cheers, we better finish these and get going.
Here we are at Dublin's Terminal 2, the home of Aer Lingus, and actually quite a lovely terminal, I've always thought. It's very quiet here today, you can barely see a person, and right behind me, the economy check-in pods. I'm going to check in one of these. I don't have a bag to check, so just a boarding pass, and I'm sure this is going to be super quick. Easy peasy, done and dusted. Off to the gates. It's almost like a ghost town here. I'm going to go through security. I think Liam has fast track, but you definitely don't need it today.
Okay, so welcome to Dublin Airport. It's a bit of a gloomy day in Dublin today, but I'm not going to let that ruin my fun. Really excited about this Aer Lingus business flight, and I know that often flying short haul in business isn't that spectacular, but I've heard a lot of good things about the business class product on this A330, and I'm very excited to see what it's like. So let's go and check it. Flying to Heathrow. Brilliant, thank you very much.
Now, for those of you that think I fly business class all the time, I don't. Sometimes I fly economy, and today I'm flying economy and I've got no lounge access, so I'm going to treat myself to Burger King. I'm actually quite excited, to be honest.
Hello.
So welcome to the lounge here at Dublin Airport. My lounge access came with my business class ticket today, and overall it feels like a very nice chilled out place to come and relax before your flight. The lounge is actually set across 2 floors. There's a decent amount of space here, plenty of different seating options. There's a lot of coffee machines, there is a little kitchen area where you can get cold food and drink from the fridge. There are plenty of booze options, and I had to go for another Guinness when in Ireland, why not? And I also took a few little chicken wraps. You can also use the QR code scanner at every seating section to order hot food if you want.
Well, what a surprise. Just come out of the lounge to the boarding gate, and what else is Nicky Kelvin going to be doing apart from a bit of plane spotting? Typical. Boarding has begun, so I'm going to get on the plane and leave Nicky to go and wait in the economy queue. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So even though this is a massive aircraft and I don't have any kind of priority boarding, I think it's quite a quiet flight today, so there was no real queuing for me straight off the jet bridge, and there's not even people ahead of me here. So again, a decent experience even as an economy passenger flying Aer Lingus today.
Okay, so I've just sat down on this Aer Lingus A330 and already it feels very exciting to be on a wide-body aircraft on such a short flight. While I'm here, let me give you a quick tour of my seat. So as you can see, I've got this enormous throne seat that I'm sitting on now, which feels very comfy, very spacious. The cabin is laid out in a 1-2-2, 1-2-1 formation. So some seats are throne seats like this one, and others you actually have a seat partner. But I feel like I've definitely snagged the best option here. The seat itself feels really comfy and very wide. It's obviously in the Aer Lingus green turquoisey colour as standard. Over here I have a little reading light and a few power outlets with a plug and a headphone jack. There is a ton of space overall, so on my right here I've got this big area where I can put a laptop, I can put food and drink, whatever I want to. In front of me I have a massive footwell that I can barely even reach the end of that, and I'm about 5'11" tall, so tons of space under there. There is a control panel to my left where I can choose to turn the seat into a flatbed if I want to, and I'll definitely be doing that later. And then just next to me I have a little control for the in-flight entertainment that I can pop out like this and use to control the screen in front of me. In-flight entertainment screen in front of me is absolutely enormous. You can see my hand barely touches the edges and it feels very modern, responsive, and definitely the perfect screen to watch a few movies on during the flight.
On my right, I have another separate storage area that you can store whatever you want in, and that actually goes onto another level just below, so you've got tons of room there as well.
And then on the edge of my seat, I even have another little cupboard here if I want to put anything else away. So as I said, loads and loads of storage. Some of the most I've ever seen on a business class seat, actually.
If you push this little button, the tray table will actually pop out beside you, and you can then pull it down and swivel it out in front of you like this. As you can see, it's actually a really good size, and I really like how it's built into the rest of the seat. You can then just slide it back round and push it back away.
I love the fact that this seat also comes with not one, but 2 windows, which just makes the whole thing feel very airy and bright, and like I've got a whole cabin to myself.
So here we are in the Aer Lingus A330 economy seat, which is actually pretty comfortable. First of all, we've got a lovely headrest. You can move the wings on it in and out, which means you could get some good rest actually if you were sitting here. There's pretty good leg room. My legs can waggle forward. I don't have the longest legs. There's also a seat pocket. This has just got a sick bag and the safety card. And then there's this fold-out tray table, little drinks holder on the first bit. Then you can pull it all the way out like this, and it goes back and forth to suit your desires. The seat has a recline, it's pretty decent, not a lot, and my favourite air vent and a light in case you want to read if it gets a little bit dark in the cabin. The economy cabin on the Aer Lingus A330 is arranged in a 2-4-2 configuration. There's also a USB charger and an audio jack, so you can plug your headphones in to the IFE screen, which is pretty good, nice and responsive, and some good stuff on there. No Time to Die. I think that's going to have to be the film today.
Okay, that is business class with Aer Lingus on a wide-body A330 from Dublin to London, done. Oh, I wish all short-haul flights could be as comfortable as that. Overall, just a really fun experience to, have that big wide-body aircraft on such a short flight. The seat was super comfortable. I would say that, it would have been nice if they'd done a quick meal service beyond just a Coke and a Twix, and the crew could have been a bit friendlier, but on the whole, a very fun, quick flight back home.
That was actually a brilliant experience. Being on such a huge aircraft on such a short flight was really exciting. The economy seat on the A330 was really comfortable. Great to have the IFE screen there. Not much to talk about in terms of food and drink, but a cup of tea and a slice of fruitcake that I had to buy was pretty nice. And overall, it was a great way to experience a flight from Dublin to London. So that was Aer Lingus on the A330-300 from Dublin to London in economy class. Done.